Welcome back to Terror by the Bay. I'm David. That's Elle. And skulking into the office just now is Nico. There he is. Now you can see him. Walking on packing paper, waking up the kitten. The cats take turns sleeping on my chair there. Nico slept on it all night last night, much to Elle's chagrin, because that's where she wanted to sleep. So, it's like having kids. Okay. Joe Biden had his farewell speech tonight. I did not watch it. I was working. I've read a little bit about it. Nico wants to say hi. It's like, I slept on the chair all night, and now she's on it now. What's this all about? Dude, haven't even started yet, and you're already interrupting. Come here. Here. Everybody can see your back for a little bit. So I didn't watch. I was working, but I did read up a little bit on it, and it sounds like Biden was communicating what he thought America was and what Americans should be. He gave a pep talk about staying engaged in the democratic process, and gave a stark warning that, just like Eisenhower warned about the industrial military complex, he was warning about the tech bro industrial complex, and to be careful that we have what appears to be an oligarchy forming amongst extremely wealthy Americans. He didn't say names, but you can certainly put Elon Musk in that category. Now, anybody who's been watching this channel for a while has been hearing me saying how America is an oligarchy at this point. We've had certainly a plutocracy where wealthy people have political influence, and they buy that political influence through their wealth. And we have an oligarchy. And it's just not an official one yet, but it's growing. And you can see by the way that the owners of right-wing media, well, all media, the owners tend to be conservative, as well as the wealthiest of the wealthy people, pretty much were deciding this election for us. Biden, if he said the word "there," they would say that he used the wrong conjunction of "there." Whether it was THEY apostrophe RE, THEIR, or THERE, they were all over him. Biden stumbles, they said, he's got Alzheimer's and he's going to die any moment. Trump spews out a word salad and they say it's 3D, 4D chess. It just, they're, yeah. Only room for one cat up there, sorry. It's right there for all of us to see. The gaslight, the lying and the gaslighting is there. And he's warning us against that. I don't think I'm going to watch the speech. I think I would get too triggered by it. Understanding the world as I understand it. Now they do say it's darkest before the light. It's feeling pretty darn dark right now. And, the lights go off in 4 days. I record this on January 15th at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time. On January 20th, which is about 4.5 days from now, if nothing changes, the lights are going off. Now, again, is there a bunch of ancillary stuff that would indicate that maybe the lights might stay on? Maybe. But we'll see. I want to look at the energy of Joe Biden from his farewell speech and just his tenure as president of the United States as we gear up for the potential of a second Donald Trump term, the second term in which he probably was not the correctly elected president of the United States. But for entertainment purposes only, let's focus on Biden and his speech tonight. What's up with that? It's his farewell speech. And calling people to arms as he leaves. Okay, so I don't think, even if something happens, I don't think Joe Biden will be staying. Will he not stay as the president? I don't know. But yeah, it's his goodbye speech. So long, see you later, thanks for all the fish. Keep alert, you're awake to what's going on. Stay awake to it. I'm leaving this position, but we can't afford to have you leave and not answer the call. In the past, the Empress, his administration was about taking care of people. He is focused very much on workers, the middle class, and trying to balance things out for the non-elites. Remember when he came in, we had just gotten a vaccine for COVID developed, but there was no plan in place from the previous administration on how to distribute that vaccine to all the different states and all the different counties and all the states. Basically, Trump's administration was just going to drop ship vaccines in state capitals and let the states figure it out. Because that's what they felt was all they needed to do. And, for 4 years, we had something approaching a normal country, Republicans in Congress notwithstanding. Right-wing media notwithstanding. Current situation is the Seven of Cups with Biden's farewell speech. It's about integrity. There's something to be said for that. The GOP did a 2-year-long impeachment inquiry, and they couldn't find anything to impeach him on. That's pretty gosh darn amazing. The man lives by his integrity. He wants us to do the same. And sometimes in the United States, you got to take the good with the bad. Overarching energy is the Fool card. We're starting a whole new era in this country. Whether the upcoming administration wants to take us back to the 50s, starting with the 1950s and working their way back, or we have a new path where ordinary citizens have to stand up and be the resistance. Tomorrow's gone. Yesterday's gone. We only have, or I should say yesterday's gone. We've got the path that we have to walk down now. He has faith in the United States and the American people and the Constitution. Well, that's lovely. I'm glad you have faith in us. The outcome is the Page of Cups. And I'm sure that it's strange new relationships coming in. Again, MAGA and QAnon appear to be coming into power. And an amazing thing, Israel and Palestine have agreed to Hamas have agreed to a ceasefire. And Trump is taking credit for it. Of course he is. The Republicans are saying, oh, it's just like Reagan in Iran back in the 80s. What a moment. Now, I know you've listened to other intuitives like Linda G and such, and they've been telling you that when Netanyahu met with Trump over the summer, Trump was or even Cash Peters with his pictures, was basically saying that Trump was strong-arming Netanyahu to keep fighting until the election. If Trump got elected, then Trump can come in and sue for peace in the Middle East and get that ceasefire, and then Trump will win a Nobel Peace Prize for getting the ceasefire, getting the hostages returned, and all that. And now the chuds that support him are all claiming that, the reason why Hamas backed down was because Trump scares them, much like Reagan scared the Iranians. Funny, though, how history played out and showed how a shadow government by the Reagan team had secured the hostage release, but then they wanted the hostages held for weeks, if not months longer, so that the transfer would happen when Reagan came in, so Carter would get no credit for it. In this case, I'm sure it's the Biden team that's been doing the negotiations with Hamas and Israel for the last several months. It wasn't like Trump just showed up and everybody's like, oh no, he's going to send a mean tweet about us. We better stop fighting. I'm sure that's exactly what happened. Just like, the Ukraine war was going to be done within 24 hours of him winning the election. He was just going to call Putin and tell him to knock it off. And that should be enough. And food prices are going to get lower too. And gas prices are going to be cut in half. And what other BS? Oh, well, he did sign the tariffs today. So those are locked in place. That ought to be fun. Okay, so that's Biden's farewell speech. Not sure what's happening next. Maybe with the Page of Cups, maybe some strange things will be happening. Keep hope alive, I suppose. What about overall with the Biden administration? Takeaway message for Carter on Biden's 4 years in the White House. What do we spiritually take away from that? Helping the little guy out. The big guys help the little guy out. Give him a fair deal. Give him a fair shake. That's the American dream. Sometimes people are broke and they just need a help up. Give them opportunities so they can meet the American dream. Keep an eye on the future. And it's also a world economy. Not everything happens within the U.S. There's things opportunities outside the U.S. when you're in a global economy like that. And all good things come to an end. Sometimes way too quickly. And here's the other thing. Biden can makes the hard job look easy. Look simple and straightforward. Something similar to, look like a duck when you're swimming on the water. You look calm and placid on the surface and, be paddling like mad underwater where nobody can see it. So, Biden tried to make this a better place. He tried to give the little guy a fair shake because that's what drives this country. And, to crush the middle class is to crush this country. This country will not survive under an oligarchy. It just won't. What you see happening in Russia, especially with the Russian military, and how it's just rotted from the inside, that is the path that the United States will be on if we do not push back from this oligarchical takeover and kleptocracy that Trump and the tech bro billionaires would like to impose upon us. It's what's going to happen. We will get our comeuppance 20, 30 years from now. Everything will have been rotted from the inside due to corruption. So keep up the fight. Keep up the resistance. Hopefully we can turn things around. Sorry if I'm not sounding exactly enthusiastic about this. And again, I think I led in with this. They say it's darkest before the light. It's feeling pretty damn dark right now. Maybe we'll get a light soon. Thank you very much for watching this video and supporting my channel. I appreciate it. This reading is for entertainment purposes only, but I hope you found it insightful. And if nothing else, you got a cat fix the entire time. And I'll catch you on the next video. Take care.